Hello, this is Victor at RestoreYourMercedes.com. This video is for John in Australia. Okay, John, so here we have two units side by side. This is your unit right here on my left side. This is my core unit on the right hand side. So what I will show you is I want to show you the problem with your unit right here. So first of all, we'll look at the labels here. This is your label. As you can see, I cannot pronounce what's your manufacturing date on the unit, but I can see that the unit casing itself was made in 7th month of 1993. Now my unit right here, this is the unit that was made in 1996, 6th month of 1996, and the casing was made in 2nd month of 1996. So this is my unit on the right, your unit to the left. Now the problem with the unit is not only that the wires are bad. If you look at your wires inside, you can see the problem here. The wires are all disintegrated. My core unit is also has problems with wires. As you can see, there are cracks, but my unit is better than yours, and I want to show you why. Because before we go and rebuild yours, I just want to be on the same page here. So I want to show you exactly what's happening here. So your unit has a problem with the clutch coil. The clutch coil sits inside. There's something, let me show you. It looks something like this. This is the clutch coil. As you can see, a couple of wires. This one is a dead coil. I just keep it there. Whatever, I have a couple of more laying in there. As you can see, one here, one here. No, actually that's not that's potentiometer. This is another one. So these are clutch coils. Now the problem with replacing clutch coil on a non-ASR unit is that you have to grind down the shaft and remove potentiometer, which is this piece right here. That is not really recommended. I can do it if it's like a last resort. I'll do it, but it's not really worth it if you have a good working clutch coil in the other unit, which is this one. So price wise, it's better to get the core unit with the good coil versus repairing the coil on the original unit. Now I want to show you why the clutch coil is not working. Both units, as you can see, there is one wire connecting both units together on the negative side, and here's a negative side going around to the negative side, and it goes all along right out there to my power supply, which is set at 9 volts. And as you can see, it's 9 volts about right there. To the left, that's the voltage, 9 volts. So what I can do now is, if I apply power positive to your coil, you can see I'm touching the terminal, and I'm touching terminal on mine. So you hear the clicking. We're gonna get back to this in closer detail. So when you do it on the core unit here, let's get camera to focus. And it does not want to focus. Okay, so here's our focus. This is my positive. Oops, I broke the negative. Oh, I'm sorry, I broke a negative contact. I should have soldered them together, but anyway, let's get them connected together again. Again, I'm doing it with one hand right now, so bear with me for a second. Nope. Okay, so give me 1 second. I'll do it right now. So I don't want to pause this video so you can see that what's happening here. So keep the terminals. They just broke loose for a second. Okay, so these two are connected. All right, so we have positive only to go to both clutch coils. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you that I show you a spark. Okay, so when you look at this thing, then we go on your unit. Nothing is happening because clutch coil on your unit is not working correctly. So basically at this point it's the best thing to do. The best thing to do is just to use the core unit, replace the wires on the core unit, and knowing that the clutch coil on the core unit is working versus repairing your unit. That's what I'm trying to say here, and I wanted to show this because what else can I do? Well, I can show you the resistance actually. See, this is my multimeter here, so we're gonna get resistance checked. If I can get to both terminals with one hand, let me try. So I'm touching both units, trying to at least. Okay, so okay, there, here's the connection. So readings infinite. That means the coil is not reading. So we go to my unit here first and second, so I get it on. 4 ohms. That's the perfect resistance on the clutch coil. As you can hear it buzzing. Let's go back to your unit, and I'm touching it, nothing is happening. It is connected, everything is, oops, see, I'm touching together. When I touch the top terminal, there is no resistance, so the coil is open circuit. I know for a fact the coil is no good. So right now I just want to run it by you, so just see what we're gonna do. I can do the core unit. I'm gonna change the wiring on it and clean it up, so make sure it's all nice, and mail it out back to you. But your unit is not really something that we should concentrate on. I have a bunch of these units in the box over there. If you look at that box right there, you got the whole stack of these units. I have units over here. Some of them are good, some of them are bad, some units over there, you know. So I'm just saying, it's just the best thing to do is just to do the core unit, change the wiring harness on it, and unit has good coil and is going to last. And even on the case of that unit, I just said wires, NG, wire is no good, but unit does work. Actually, this unit still works, but obviously I'm not gonna sell it because wires are falling apart. I can show you that this unit does work, and what I'm gonna do here is that I'm going to plug in my bench tester to this unit. So here's the connector, and I'm gonna plug it in. Obviously I cannot sell the unit like this because that's what you have problems with. You buy used unit and wires are bad in it. It'll work for a little bit, but then wires will start shorting out, and then you basically lose your money. So right now, here's my power connector right here. As you see, unit energized, keeps its idle speed. See, I try to move the gear, it'll bring it back to perfect idle speed. If I shut it down, I can turn the gear easily. Put power back on. You'll bring it back. Now your unit right here, I do not want to plug in because the wires are severely shorted out. I know this one works because the wires are not that bad, but they still need to be replaced. So basically that concludes my test here, and just wanted to run this by you so you see what's happening here with your unit, and I want to give you options here in terms of what we're doing here with my core unit rebuilt and mailed back to you, or you want your unit back. So that's the purpose of this video. Alright, well, this was Victor at RestoreMercedes.com. Thanks for watching.